What if I told you there were 3 cool features in Claude that you didn't know about that can make you better presentations? We'll need Ploxs though. Hi, welcome to another video from Ploxs. My name is Sabal, and today we're going to talk about 3 cool ways you can use Ploxs right from within Claude. Now, for this to work, you'll need to first add Ploxs to Claude. So we have a tutorial video for that linked in the description below. So check that out. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to give Claude rough notes from the making of this video. Basically, my ideas, my script, all of those things. And I'm going to give that to Claude and ask it to make a presentation. I'm not going to specify on any style or any kind of format that I want it in. I'm just going to give it my raw data and ask it to make a presentation, a 6-slide presentation to be precise. Let's see what that comes up with. All right, so Claude and Ploxs are done with our presentation. Let's have a look. Okay, so it basically defaulted to the default style that it had. It must have recognized that this was a video for Ploxs. So it used our brand system, which was already saved for me, and made a presentation with that, which looks pretty cool. Now let's get into the actual functionalities of Claude and Ploxs working together. So let's take this slide for instance. I'm not really too happy with the layout of this. There's a lot of empty space. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Claude and ask it to polish this slide. And you can prompt it exactly like that. Hey, Claude, specify your slide number and then tell it to polish that page. So let's try that with this. Okay, so Claude and Ploxs are done working on that too. Great, this already looks a lot better. This is much more clearer and to the point, and I like that it's used graphics now to get a better idea of what's happening. This is good, I like this. And this is still editable, by the way, so you can go around and mess around with it to make your changes. I'll show you an example of how I go ahead and edit this later on. So the next cool thing that Ploxs can do is creating images. So Ploxs can go ahead and make like AI generated images that match the style of your slide. So let's see how we go about doing that. So I'm just going to ask Claude for just for fun to make an image of a person who's frustrated with his laptop not working. So let's see what that comes up with. Yeah. Okay, so Claude and Ploxs are pretty much done with that too, and yeah. So that's definitely a man frustrated with his computer, and as you can see, it picked up on our color styling. So it's using our existing color styling to make that make that image as well, and it looks pretty cool. Yeah, so Ploxs can make images for you. Okay, so the image is cool, but in this particular slide, I'm not 100% happy with how the text is laid out. So I just want everything to come down a bit and then be a bit bigger. Now I can go into Claude and then ask Claude to make those changes for me, but I would be spending credits on that. Now the cool part about this is I can just go in and edit it, and it doesn't even really seem like too much work to go and edit it. So this took me like 5 minutes to edit, and I'm happy with it. This is what I wanted, and it took me less than 5 minutes to make those changes because it's an editable Google slide file. Cool. So the next and final thing that I want to show you guys is infographics. Ploxs can basically take the data that you have inside your slide and turn that into useful infographics. So in my case, I actually wanted an infographic showing this from the beginning of the product, like what happens from the beginning of the product to the end of the product. I just wanted a project timeline as an infographic. So I'm just going to ask Claude to do that, and this is what it gave me. Now in the file that I shared with Claude, there are not a lot of number-based stuff to make infographics out of. But if you were to have like your reports or like your results from something, you can definitely turn that into charts and graphs and pie charts and everything very easily using this very same feature. So if you have all your data and you know exactly how you want to present it, you can tell Claude from the beginning, okay, slide 1, I want this, slide 2, I want this, and give it a single prompt. And that saves you on credits and making messy edits later on. So you give it that one single prompt with everything detailed out from the beginning to end, and you will get a much better result in one go, and you will have to make fewer edits yourself. So I'll show you an example of that. I'm going to make the same presentation, but I'm going to be more detailed in my prompt, and I'm going to give it all the things that I want included in my presentation. And let's see what it gives me. I'm going to change the font and styling for fun too. I'm going to give it a sample color palette, and I'm going to use tell Claude to reference that for the style of my presentation. So as you can see, this is already a more well put together presentation because I was more clear with my directions and I was more clear on what I wanted to be presented in the slideshow, and that is reflected on this. Cool. I hope you guys found this video informative, and if you guys want the prompt that I used to make the final presentations, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to see if I can refine it to make a proper template that anyone can use to make awesome presentations in one go. And don't forget to sign up on Ploxs. You get 200 free credits when you sign up, so you can test it out and see if it works for you, which I promise you it will, if your intention is to make amazing presentations. See you next time. Bye.